His morning crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
And Unspoken, Chad, and Ariel. I hope I did that right. I tried to do the
Ariel.
flair.
It's Ariel.
There you go. She said it right.
She said it right.
Let her say it.
Yeah. What she said. Unspoken with us on his radio this morning.
Yeah, because Ariel is Puerto Rican. You have a lot of family there, right?
Yeah, I do.
And how are they doing? I mean, I know everybody thinks Puerto Rico, Hurricane Maria.
Well, they thank God they're on the other side of the road, but they my parents, they spent 97 days with no power, so he's readjusting to a different lifestyle, but thank God they're doing really good now, so it's all great. We went last November. We took all the band families and everybody, and they saw firsthand. And yeah, they're doing great, man. Thanks for asking.
Did you happen to be involved in the relief efforts at all?
Yes, I went a little bit crazy, and I.
He did. It's probably more comfortable if I share.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
He's like, well, actually, no, but he had a wonderful passion. He took a lot of the contacts that we knew and called out, and got how many tons of
150,000 pounds.
150,000 pounds of food. They bought generators, all sorts of stuff, and so all giving stuff through the local church and helping those people meet the needs of the people. So it was pretty wonderful. And he actually was on private jets. I mean, the Lord opened some really cool doors for him. To get stuff down there, water relief, and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty neat.
It's just I hate talking about myself, but my nature is I'm never gonna ask you for a favor if I can do it on my own. And
pride.
He knows. I know. I'm working on it. Please, see, I'm a musician, but the fact is that for me it was hard to call somebody and asking, "Hey, can you help me?" But it was so bad I couldn't communicate with my parents, and I didn't know what's going on. You only can see it on the news. And so I just started calling everybody that I know. Hey, man, if you know anybody looking for something, I'm here, or whatever.
What was the ministry that really helped you?
It's a food against hunger or something. Kids against hunger, something like that. Child's against hunger.
Child's against hunger. Hallelujah.
Like that.
But they stepped in. They helped you along the way.
In one call,
That's amazing.
the guy say, "Hey, I have 150,000 pounds of food right now available."
Oh man!
But you gotta figure out how to get it from Atlanta to whatever. I said, I don't even know if they're using, they have the barges open or they flying in. But it's the craziest thing is as soon as we figured out how to take that to the port, which is like a gamble. You don't know if you're gonna take a month to get out of United States and send to Puerto Rico. Polo White Ministries, they settled a camp in Orlando area, so because it was food, what they did was you know what, that can go on a boat, that's food, that got to go on a plane. So a week later, after just a simple conversation that I try to find help, then my parents were getting in 100,000 pounds of food. Then I try to call my dad. Was challenged to let him know. I said, "Hey, you need a container." I said, "A truck? You need a container, 2 of them to get 150,000 pesos." So what I'm gonna do with that? So it happens, and in the same process, I called these guys, and through that guy, another company. They have a water hydration system. Mm-hmm. And they have like 40,000 of those pouches of that.
You can take dirty water, pour it in, and
not pour it in. You take the pouch, put it in the water, and 8 to 10 hours later, you get 12 ounces of pure water.
Oh, for real?
They add electrolytes and like a Gatorade. Mm-hmm. So it was perfect, So I got 40,000 of those, and the guy called me and said, I was in the middle of the tour. I got to call a friend. Hey, can you play drums for me? When? Tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday. And then I get picked up in Fort Lauderdale, and we went in Puerto Rico. When I showed up at my parents' house, because there was no communication, they didn't know I was coming or anything. My mother started screaming.
Poppy!
I never seen my father.
You're here, Poppy!
That's a weird rendition of my mother's screaming.
Wow, that's more your wife. I will say this, that they also, what was it, $40,000 they raised. But here's the cool thing, is that what God can do with someone who's willing to get out there, and I guess that's just an encouragement to the listeners too. You think that, you as an individual can't do much, but, the Lord can take just like that little boy's lunch and multiply it and do amazing things. All we got to do is step out and do these things and follow God's leading.
Man, I tell you, that's amazing on how that works. Unspoken with us this morning on his radio. You'll hear more from Chad and Ariel coming up in just a bit.